What's going on, everybody? I'm pro singer David Braley. You asked for it, you got it, ladies and gentlemen, and all fans of Ado. This is Unravel. Here we go. Ooh, that's beautiful. Yes. Huh. The, oh, yes. Let's stop here. Wow. First off, her voice, man. That the beginning, which she's so like nice and just so floating. It's very airy, very ethereal. She's really, really, really just making it as light as she possibly can, to the point where there's no note. It's just air that's coming out. But she's still she's still connecting the dots. She's still the through line is still there musically, because it's her expression. You know, one of the great things that singer songwriters can do, and do often, that people who are cover artists like myself really can't get away with, and it's really being able to sing through, or vocal, have moments where you're vocalizing through, but you're whispering, and it can get really artistic, and you could allow it to be really artistic. And it's acceptable. Whereas in a lot of cases, as a cover singer, you're expected to do what the original person did with your own spin. You know what I mean? Depending on what you're singing, how you present yourself, the gig, blah blah blah. I'm speaking generally, but yeah, I love her. I love her artistic dynamics that she's using here, and I love all the tempo. I mean, she's really, really utilizing that. It's the same meter. She's just cutting it in half and doubling it. So she's doing in the slow parts. It's still running that same meter, and it still follow along if you put a tempo beat, like a metronome next to her. It'd still hold in within the beats without any problem. And each section, it just changes, it just cuts up the beat, so it seems like it speeds it up. But she has different feels in different sections. So you got a disco beat in one section, you got a rock beat in another section. She's just going to town. The juxtaposition of her very light, ethereal, floaty, artistic talents, artistic addings to her music. It's a juxtaposition to that scream that she just belts out. The dynamics, that's what I meant, the artistic dynamics. Then the scream, then she gets guttural, and everything's so safe. When she's singing, she sings, it's a wide tone. So, and wide in that, I mean, instead of an ah, it's an ah. So it's a very wide tone, and I love it. And she's very brash where it needs to be brash. So she's very ethereal in one section, then she's kind of really brash in that next. And she's hitting these crazy high notes, just throwing her head voice just up there and nailing these notes, which are just phenomenal. Let's keep going before I talk too much. I love that bass groove. That was nice. Wow. Wow. They put a multiplier on that so it built and it just spread, splat. So good. Disco beat. That into the rock beat. That's so cool. And that piano's keeping that beat going. Yeah. Oh, different textures. I love it. Oh, cool. So good. Wow. So good. It's very much, to me, it's very much performance art, if that makes sense. Can that make sense? And in a non-derogatory way, it's made itself mainstream, but it's made itself like it's not pop music. See, it's hard to explain for me because I know when I review Ado, I have a lot of Japanese viewers, and pop music in the West, in America, and largely in Europe, it's cookie cutter. The chord progressions are cookie cutter. They throw in majors where there really normally aren't, major chords where there aren't, just to make it seem happier, and it's poppier. So they have these cookie cutter, even chord arrangements, and it's all kind of it can be the same. You could have one chord arrangement, and you could sing 50 songs to it. So it's hard to compare what Japanese mainstream is because there isn't a cookie cutter out there. You know, pop is whatever people just attach themselves to and like. What's mainstream and what's pop. Pop comes from popular. It's not just a difference. It's just popular music. This happens to be incredibly popular. And it's just so different from anything that we have over here. And I love that. It's foreign to my ears. These jumps, the jump from the disco beats to the rock beat, her beautiful ethereal singing, nice and airy. Then she's got this wonderful belt, bright belt, and then she's screaming. She's doing this all throughout the course of one song. Again, it makes me wish I can learn Japanese because I could speak Japanese because I need that extra element. That understanding what she's saying, and even an English translation probably wouldn't get the artistic. It wouldn't get the same feeling. It would. There's still an element that would be taken away. That if you just understood Japanese, you can listen to this and then really get that get the full feeling of Ado. And I'm just, that's the one part that I'm missing. But I'll keep listening, and who knows, maybe by osmosis. Guys, I had a blast. I hope you too had a good time. Until next time, I will catch you all on the flippity flop. Bye.